Yeah.
I mean, we have that as a backup going forward if this mod also gets caught.
Assassinated?
Yeah. Are we all here, by the way?
I believe so.
Yes.
Very good.
Here.
Very good. So, what happened last time?
Last time, I believe we
picked
started.
up-
Go on.
With the investigation. We were in the office. Who wasn't with us? I don't think.
I think it started with pretty much
Yeah, we were all
Everyone.
together at the very beginning.
Yeah, we
all the
started
player
together.
Yeah.
characters.
Yes.
Mhm.
People had bopped out of the investigation, though. When did that happen? Because I know Sajar left.
After...
When you guys were on your way to the guard place.
Correct.
Yes. Did we do anything before we left for the guard place?
And-
Oh, we went down a floor because Anushka had what's her ability? Primeval awareness, primal awareness,
No. Primal Mark?
Mark.
primal mark.
I
is
knew
that what it
awareness,
is?
but we made it better.
Okay, gotcha. So she used her primal mark to sort of like sniff out if there's any fiendish beings
Evils.
within the vicinity, and she smelled the chitin devil. One floor down in one of the guard rooms, where we found after Alexander and Deet kind of bumped their heads together and became like Sherlock and Watson. We found a chitin devil's head. I think it was like on the frame underneath the covers or something like that, underneath a pillow. I can't remember, but it had been there for a while.
Between the frame and the mattress.
Yeah.
Between the frame and the mattress. It had been there a while. It was still lightly bleeding, so we took the head for safekeeping. And while we were doing that, Silas had stepped out because they had heard some talking downstairs, where we met Daphne. Still don't know if that's her true name or not. Whose affiliation we still don't know, was sort of brought in to assist or conduct this investigation. Silas also saw, I think it was Silas, saw that we were being listened in on, and Alexander had, Garth, take over. Okay, I didn't hear Garth take over at all.
You just
I'm
said
back,
there,
though.
so-
He just
Okay.
said BRB.
Yeah.
Was that on
Fantastic
purpose?
timing.
God damn it.
Alright, so
Garth,
Garth,
I said
Buck.
take over. Start shouting
Take
again.
over from the bathroom. There's no excuse.
just start hearing an
Yes, you
echoey
can.
recap.
That's weakness talking.
Right, so yeah, I think it was her saw that we were being listened in on, with like a god tier perception. So Alexander started walking out. Someone cast invisibility on him. Was it also Silas?
Mhm.
With the assistance of the invisibility, he was able to sneak up right next to this guy, who wasn't even invisible. He was just hiding around the corner with decent stealth. Got the jump on him, scared him. Otherwise, was very cordial. And I was like, "Hey, we should probably talk to your boss if we're both on this investigation." So that ended up happening. Oh, I think someone else has to take it from there. My memory's getting a bit foggy.
Silence.
Oh, that's no good.
What a shame. I guess nothing happened.
I think. Well, someone take over, says Garth. Shut up. Either piss or be quiet. I mean, either piss or recap.
Yes, or be quiet.
I mean, it's quite a skill to piss and then type on this at the same time. Like, you're basically just admitting to everyone you're having a shit. Like, it's great.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point, Garth.
Mhm.
What? No, because we're still all together at this point.
Yeah.
I think all that happened was we went downstairs and spoke to Daphne,
Mm-hmm.
And oh, right, yeah, we spoke to Daphne. Told her everything we knew. She told us everything she knew, which I don't think was anything new.
I thought there was one thing that we didn't know. Hold on, let me check my notes.
Yeah, that sounds kind of.
They
Yeah, there
didn't
was
know
like
there was
signs
a
of a
kite and
child
devil
climbing up
involved.
the. Yeah, no, they said there was a signs of a
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
But what
no,
Child
about
I know
climbing
what
up
you're
the
trying
wall.
to say.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Then failing to say, but
yeah, yeah.
so
We're back.
so I think at that point, her next order of business was searching the lieutenant's room. Our next order of business was finding Benji's sister to see if she knew anything. Spoiler, she didn't. And as we were heading towards the barracks where she was being held for questioning, people jumped out. So people that jumped out, what did you do?
Well,
Islands.
Sajar went for the tallest building he could see. Which of there were two, so he went for the. I think it was Exalted Lord Octavian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he jumped up on that building, looked up at the storm, and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna touch that." So he did that, and then he fell out of the sky, and a lot of people might have seen that. And then he took a dip in the river.
Just casually flying into the sky and crashing down like a fucking falling star, you know.
You know how it is.
Typical things, yeah. Just a typical Saturday night.
Yeah. And then I ran into it was Silas and
Tolus.
Tolus. That's what it was. Yes.
We were on our way to go get Tolus's book back. Originally, Silas had taken off to go back to the inn, but Tolus wanted to make a detour, which was fine, so we did. Then we saw Sajar falling out of the goddamn sky. Went and talked to him. Then, because I'm terrible with names, I genuinely don't remember which temple we went to, and I'm not gonna remember, so if someone wants to say it, go ahead, but...
Multi-faced
Oh,
session.
today's gonna be rough for half of you.
I've expected this.
It's gonna be very rough for half of you.
Oh.
This is why I take notes.
I take notes, but that doesn't mean I remember names.
Fair.
And then... This is making it a little bit fuzzy. We get the book back, and then we go back and meet up with Sajar, and then we just head back to the inn, right?
I think so. I think that's what
Fred?
I remember.
Yeah, I believe we did.
I think
got
we
a
did,
name,
because...
but I can't read my own handwriting.
Because then we...
Doris?
Hmm.
That? No, I can't read it. Sorry. That's all I got.
That's alright.
Someone is coming with us. I just don't remember what the name is, and I can't read my own handwriting. So, GG.
You guys had Tolus with you. You guys talked
Yeah.
to Lordess Azalea Soiron,
Yes.
giving her Alessander's due apologies. But,
You buck.
you know, she wasn't gonna stick around because she the fucking cool. It was already like an hour and a half late or something. So.
Yeah, I do remember Redain changing a child's future by making sure they got 30 G squared away.
Yes.
That was when Marika and Renee went off to look for... Was it Amber? They were looking for Amber.
Yeah.
I didn't take notes during this part. This is the one part I didn't take notes during. I remember that the kids were all told...
surmise on behalf of O, who isn't here.
When did O have his spiel, his talk with Amber?
Before Silas, Sajar, and Tolus got back to the Colonnade Commons. Just a bit
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
Redain had a conversation with Amber when he caught her on her way out the door, basically, or packing, one or the other. And in true Redain fashion, he didn't try to stop her in the slightest. her whole thing was that she wanted to go get her stuff done because the party as a whole didn't like address it at all, which, to be fair, busy. But I think she is staying with us for now. Is that correct?
She's here
For
in the
the
morning.
next 24 hours.
Yeah. So that's something that we should have a conversation on at some point. And by we, I mean Kirsty.
Yeah, hi guys.
But yeah, so that was all routine stuff. I think I don't think he did anything else that session. Did anything happen with the common crew?
I mean, I just went and what's the word? Studied, hung out with Tertiana. I know that Fred, if you wanna say exactly, I didn't take notes, but I know that you had a talk with Tolis.
Oh yes, I told her that she essentially needs to accept the way she is in order to feel good about who she is. If she doesn't do that, then she's going to keep struggling. That's the TLDR.
Hell yeah.
Then, back with the investigation crew, we made it to the barracks, spoke with Brianna?
Brianna.
Yeah, learned absolutely nothing new. Only that Benji's hiding places are pretty sporadic. But at this point, we didn't even know if he was still being controlled by a kite delver or not, so... Which ended up never being a thing. He was never controlled by kite delvers, whatever. So yeah, we didn't know where he could have been hiding. We did muse that maybe he was back where we found him last time, when he was kidnapped.
Yeah, Ariana sent like a runner to where she thought Travis was at the jet ridge to check to see if he was there. Didn't get a response. Just turns out Travis is staying somewhere else. I did it
But
the right
if we had just
process.
gone there ourselves, we
Yeah.
probably would have found him.
We went there
early,
eventually.
But anyway, yeah, we went back to House Treyarn's estate, reconvening with Daphne, met Lord Traynor himself. Something Traynor. What is his name? Remember his a kind of feminine sounding name. No, none of you.
Alain?
Elaine, yes.
Alain.
Elaine Treyarn. Sounds like Elaine. And we voiced our what's the word? Our suspicions about Juseda, Lieutenant Juseda. And he was like, "Oh, all these suspicions are great and all, but I need like hard evidence." But like we even got Samantha to badmouth him. But it turns out Daphne already found some evidence in the form of a bag of coins smelling like the sea, which had it was like a cord around the mouth of it, right? That was like the color of senseg.
The bag itself was teal, and the cord itself was like this sort of bronze, silvery sort of electrum color,
which was telltale of senseg.
That's Sensei's colors. Just to get this out here, I'll do it just really fast. Every noble house, their colors are their own colors, but there is like sort of like I guess tertiary colors, which is associated with whatever province they're from. So Sensei's tertiary noble color is teal.
What's the capitals?
The capital Sengu doesn't have only one. Red and purple are the ones.
Oh, hey, I got red. Anyway, that was enough for Lord Treyarn to be convinced that we needed to apprehend Juseda, which we did. We conducted a thorough interrogation. Alessander and Oriana, playing good cop, bad cop, good guard, bad guard. I don't know. Cops aren't everything in this world.
We scared the ever shit out of him. AK, you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, and that 20 intimidation made it very easy. I thought I considered making it like comically short, just because of bringing up that scene from Mass Effect. But
Punch a guy.
we needed to beat the world. We needed to. I tried not to ask him any like leading questions. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Okay. Never mind. There's someone shouting. I try not to ask him any leading questions. Try to get him to like confess things of his own volition. And we learned that he had been contracted by House Sensagian House that even he had trouble saying the name of. Oh god, it's here somewhere. Had an M in it.
Did I type it?
Yep, a Mesosalma.
Okay. There it is.
Mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
There it is. I think we immediately made a mesothelioma joke.
But yeah, he had been contracted by House Mesosalma to procure Trayern's book using this chitin devil that was in the bag as a makeshift lockpick thing. But Benji was already in the room reading the book when Juseda opened the door or let the chitin devil in. He ran in, grabbed the boy who had thrown the candelabra at the chitin devil. That's why it was broken. And when he grabbed Benji, he felt like this intense fear and released the boy, giving Benji some time to scamper off. And he gave chase. Juseda gave chase. When he came back, he saw that the chitin devil was dead. Its head was missing, so he burned the body, but couldn't find the head. And that's all that happened, I think? Yeah. So at that point, all we needed to do was find Benji, while Juseda was probably executed that night.
I think there's a problem
A bit
there.
of public spectacle.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It's probably because it
will be a
wasn't
public
at
spectacle.
night.
Yeah. It's the twins. They need every ounce of entertainment they can get.
Because they have so little.
We have to instill discipline and honor into the people via executions. Praise the Emperor. Moving on. You guys did end up finding Benji.
Yep, he was at the Jet Ridge where we found him last time. We went behind the false door in that big cask. Our friend the cook wasn't there. Benji was.
Friend.
Yeah.
Hi, friend.
The poor homeless man that you assaulted wasn't there.
I tried to like fucking boil his face or something. But yeah, Benji was there reading the book. So he was guilty of breaking into the office to read the book, but he didn't intend to actually take the book.
Which
Because I mean, what would he have done with it?
He
Just wanted
intended
to
to read.
Yeah, he intended to read the book.
Go away. Yeah, you're right. Take it.
he intended to steal the information, but not the
Sure, yeah.
existence of it.
I forget what was his. He wanted to see if there's anything in there that could like help him and his sister, right?
Yeah, to some sort of magical solution to stop being poor and orphaned.
Being born
But
different.
I mean, you never know. There might be that information in there. He hasn't read through it all yet.
Well,
he
to be
just
fair,
puts in like the plans for a pyramid scheme that Benji uses.
in a way, he did succeed in finding the solution to that, because in being in there at that moment, he crossed paths with us again, who are going to adopt him
No.
and turn him into an adventurer who are like among the richest people in the world.
No.
For the whole 10 minutes that he's alive.
And then Benji died.
Did I say we? I meant Alexander.
Alexander's just getting more kids. The best case scenario close to that would be like, we get the keep, we send him an assistant to the keep, and that's sorted there. We hope we never get invaded. We're gonna get invaded.
It's not adoption, it's recruitment. You gotta recruit him young.
Exactly. Ariana don't want that fucking responsibility.
Hey, you get loyalty.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I had the idea. I had the idea of recruiting Benji, if not into our party, into the Silver Sword. When Alexander walked him back to the fucking the cradle, we had that ball in the cup. I was like, damn, this is. It's a good thing Alexander's not like a military recruiter. He would be super fucking predatory. Hey, Benji, do you want a the Dodge Charger?
You want a Jeep Hummer? Sign up now. Do 2 tours.
The Silver Sword will pay for your education. I swear.
The fun thing there is Benji might still be mix-screwed, but that's a future problem. Right now we have our current problems, which are
be
the Lord.
determined.
Yeah, for now we sent a rudder back to House Trayer and brought Benji to the comments with us.
Correct.
Yeah. I think the last thing Redane and I did was go look for Kirka to get her take on the Storm Runic friend.
Oh, right. Right.
Well, I will keep it simple that you guys did not end up finding Kirka. I believe you guys rolled for it, and it didn't go well.
Let's see. Why'd you pull a card?
Or am I misremembering? I don't know.
I never got around to it.
Well, the evening hits, and you guys decide to call it a night.
Fair enough.
Unable to find her. To be fair, like, neither of you guys were really the ones to hang out with Kirka, so... Yeah, it's not the best insight.
Alexander sneezes.
Alright. Anything else to add?
Yes. Yeah. We learned that House Trayer is like in charge of overseeing the teleportation circle. It's right beneath their house in the cellar. And we saw that there was like some like it was used recently. That's how we sort of pieced together the whole Juseda thing. But in order to test it out to see, to kind of like gauge the I guess magic levels in the room, we teleported something. It's a very unassuming gold coin that Alexander had carved an A into. And he flipped into the center, and we tried teleporting it one floor above, like into the living room of House Trayer. And it wasn't there. We rolled a D100. Got 100. Don't know where it teleported to.
But it's
probably not good.
It's probably not.
Some fell god be like, "How nice of you to send me an invitation."
No, some fell guy goes over to you and just like, you insulted me, sending me a fucking gold? Only fairy, that is the case. If they're a fairy, that is the case. If you give a gift to a fairy, it's an insult. Because it implies that you're better than them and that they need a gift.
Oh, no.
So when Leica gave you these gifts, that's exactly what she was telling you guys.
Maybe we'll luck out and like some eldritch abomination will come out through like the cracks in the wall or something and like hold out its gnarled hand towards me and be like, "You drop this."
And then just leave.
I mean, that's happened to my Wednesday crew before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw a coin into a lake, and then the Pontiff of Eels came out, gave it back to him, and then they rolled a nat 20 on Persuasion, and he didn't utterly eat them immediately. And then they left, and then that was it. Clean and simple. Yeah, so never say never. Anything else?
Have a nice day. Decrees thieves. Whatever reveals.
It wasn't the Way Shaper, was it?
It was not the Way Shaper.
It was Pontiff of Eels. Pontiff?
The Pontiff of Eels. He's a Fae in the dark parts of the Feywilds.
Eel Pope.
Oh yes, I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, he's made of eels, which are sort of reminiscent of lampreys, which have like mouths on like the palm because they're like arms. They're like eel arms.
Like alien mouths.
Yeah. Anyways, that aside, hopefully you guys don't ever meet them, or maybe you guys want to. I don't know. That'd be pretty weird. But hey, from one catastrophe to the next. Let's get into it. So,